What's up, guys? It's just that Ice coming to you with day 26 of NNN, and today was a pretty chill day in general. It's a Sunday, so I'm just relaxing here at my home. But the night before, I did relapse, and I relapsed twice. The first time, and then the second time within like 2 hours of the first time. And I do have a reason for it. It's not a good reason, but it's basically come down to the fact that today I finally get to recover my old account on Fortnite. And it's like I said, it's not a good excuse. It's a terrible excuse, but basically, I've been in this recovery phase for about 2 weeks trying to get my account back. And, leading up to it today, which is Sunday, the night before, I was just, I guess, too anticipated. I had too much just excitement and energy because it was literally the next morning. So I couldn't, get the thought in my mind of, all the nostalgia and all the past, items and back blings and skins that I purchased back in the day. So yeah, that kept me up awake for a big portion of the night. But nevertheless, I was still trying to fall asleep, but I just couldn't get into it. So I was thinking maybe I should just relapse, and it's a terrible excuse. So do not do what I do, and I just did it. The first time, I think I slept for a little bit, but then I just woke up again in the middle of the night. So I was like, man, I'm not getting anywhere with this. I seriously need to get some sleep in, or else I'm going to be lacking energy in the morning. So then I did it again, which was even worse the second time because, the first time you do it, it still lasts a couple seconds, but the second time it's like you're putting in more effort for less. Not that it really matters in the first place, but I'm just sharing what I have. So yeah, I just did it. It obviously felt terrible, but I still woke up pretty early in the morning, and I only got about 5-6 hours sleep in, anyways. Because after I woke up, it was already in the morning, and I woke up around 7, so I still had to wait until 10. So when I woke up, I was like, okay, should I go back to sleep? But once again, I couldn't fall asleep, so I just stayed awake. But what it showed me is that waking up early is actually really beneficial to you. Yes, we're still getting the same 8 hours of sleep anyway, so some people might choose to sleep later and then wake up later since they're still getting the same 8 hours of sleep. But I think that's not really beneficial to you anyways. Sure, I get it. There's some people that are 9 hours, but I think for most of us, we can say that, that feeling of just waking up in the morning, taking a morning shower, getting your morning routine done, and just getting ready to just go after the morning. The sun is shining on your face. You just feel like this is when we're ready to go. This is what our ancestors were told. They were, as soon as the sun came up, this is when they had to go out. This is when they had to hunt. This is when they had to protect their family. And in a lot of ways, it's still the same way for us modern humans. It's okay, we see the sun, we're slowly waking up our eyes and we're getting ready to go. So I woke up at 7, and then I just did the normal things that I would do today. And it felt I had so much more time. It felt like today was actually a really productive day. Still granted, I spent most of that time just grinding away in OG Fortnite because I finally got my OG account back. And by the way, if you actually want to see a video of me, for some reason, just going through my reaction of seeing my account for the first time in years. And trust me, I've got some exclusive skins from back in the day. For some reason, just comment down below. And while we're down there, subscribe if you haven't already. We're trying to get this channel to 50 subs by the end of the year. So if you made it through this far, I appreciate you. But back to the story, we just have to realize that, we have to sleep in at an earlier time in order to wake up earlier. It's a very simple concept, but, it really, really is beneficial to us to wake up early. You get the hard stuff done in the morning, and then you take a little bit of a break in the afternoon, and then you continue working all the way until, sun down. And I think that that's a really productive way of doing it because I at least for me, I have been waking up really early. And when I say really early, I don't mean it to be 6 a.m. or anything like that. I mean just around 9. You know, I consider anything like after 10 to be like sort of late-ish. And I'm a bit of a hypocrite for that because I am waking up at that time, but that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to wake up earlier. And just today, the fact that I did wake up earlier at 7 just showed me how much more time I have in a day. It felt like, my morning was so much more productive. I had so much more hours. I had like an extra 3, basically almost like 4 hours just in the morning to do the things that I want to do. And, nobody's like bothering me. I'm just in my zone. This is when I should get the hard things done. And you guys should do that as well. Start waking up earlier, start sleeping earlier. Just sleep at 12, get 8 hours of sleep, something like that. And you will be grateful because honestly and truthfully speaking, trust me, I'm not a morning person at all. I obviously prefer to stay up late into the night, late until like 3, 4 p.m. 3, 4 a.m. in the morning. But I just know that it's not good for my body, and it's just always better to just help yourself train to be a morning person. As hard as it may be, I am doing this with myself. I'm doing this for myself. I'm training myself to be a morning person, even though I don't want to be, but that's what I have to do, and I hope you guys do it as well. So, if you're watching so far, thank you, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.